Hi everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Southside Dodge Rebels this week for 2012. We all hope you had a fabulous holiday season with your friends and family. It certainly was a busy holiday season for the Rebels as they played 2 home games here at the NMAX Interim, and they made a pair of trades, one of which a blockbuster. So we'll get right to it by flashing back to a week ago Tuesday as the Rebels played host once again to the Medicine Hat Tigers. Dexter Bricker making his Rebels home debut in this one, and as advertised, the young forward makes his presence felt early. Look for this kid to be a fan favorite when he becomes a regular next year. First good scoring chance of the game goes to Hunter Shinkarik, all alone in front. Matthew Dumba winds and fires. His shot is blocked. Brooks Maxwell can't find the rebound before Tyler Bunz pounces on it. We're still scoreless. Check out this great work by Colton Mayer. He gets around the defense, cuts through the slot, shows great patience, but Bunz shows even more patience to make the stop. Cody Teal keeps the puck in at the point, fires it on net. Turner Elson gets the rebound, but yet again, Bunz brings it in, and the game remains scoreless. Dumba starts off a fantastic passing play, which leads to Mayer setting up a wide-open Turner Elson, but the Calgary Flames prospect puts it off the side of the net. A glorious scoring chance goes for naught. Elson later leads another rush into Tigers territory and gives Maxwell a wide-open shooting lane, but yep, Bunz shuts the door again, not once but twice. Dubik doing his part to keep this game scoreless with another save off a streaking Shinkarik. Tigers finally break the stalemate late in the second period. Matthew Conan with the point shot save made by Dubik, but the Tigers keep possession. Conan makes no mistake with his do-over. Cole Gerbevac with the screen out front, 1-0 Tabbies through 40 minutes. Both teams bringing the thunder as you would expect in a Tigers-Rebels game. Big Alex Petrovic in on the action. To the third period, and a sure goal is all but gift wrap for John Persson as Bunz puts it right on his stick, but somehow, remarkably, and somewhat tragically for Rebels fans, the puck stays out. Unbelievable, it's still 1-0 Tigers. They would get an insurance marker midway through the third period on another power play. Patrick Parkonen lets loose with the quick wrister, high pass Dubik, 2-0 Medicine Hat. And as is always the case against the Rebels and most other teams for that matter, Tyler Bunz would preserve that lead and get the shutout. Tigers win 2-0.
I thought we played a real good game. I thought 5-on-5, we didn't give them very many opportunities at all. We held them to 20 shots on goal total, and I thought we came out real well in the first period. Had a number of opportunities, but to me the difference in the game is you're just not going to win not scoring any goals. And I thought we generated plenty of opportunities. Bunz played real well. He made some good stops, but we had some open nets and some quality opportunities where you got to bear down and put the puck in the net. And I thought as far as our structure and our overall play and our effort, our work ethic, I thought it was all very good. But we got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I thought we played one of our best games again this year. Like we had our work ethic there. It's like nothing wanted to go in for us. Like we battled hard. I thought we had a pretty solid game for the most part. Besides, we gave them too many power plays again, and they capitalized on their power plays. That's what they do. So 5-on-5, we were strong defensively. We held the play pretty well. Like I thought we had a great game. It's just we gotta start bearing down, and we all know that. And we're gonna probably tomorrow's practice we'll practice on that. We gotta start bearing down on our opportunities.
Bunz really was the story in this game, stopping all 36 Rebel shots. Special teams also a factor. Rebels going 0 for 5 on the power play. Tigers 2 for 6. 2 nights later, the Rebels right back here on Centurion Ice with 2 new faces in their lineup as they took on the Kootenay Ice in another divisional matchup. Here's Cam Moon with the call.
It's the Rebels, it's the Kootenay Ice. Into the ice end, goes back to Weller. He centers it to Pearson. The shot saved by Lewin. Down the left side, into the ice end, runs into Simpson. So Pierce brings it in on the left wing, cuts to the middle. A shot saved by Dubik, and the rebound swept away by Dubik. Will bring it up to the blue line, get it into the ice end, right side to Maxwell. He'll pass it back to Hack, and he just put it wide. Osignol in there too for Kootenay. Here we go. Hurley is going to drop the mitts with Fafford. So Devin Fafford, in his first game with the Red Deer Rebels, going to get right at it with Brendan Hurley as they've tied up. And now big right by Fafford, gets one over the top. Hurley throws one over the top too. Trying to get Fafford's helmet off. They get in pretty tight. Puck rimmed in by Fleury. It's in behind the ice goal. Puck sent up to the point. Petrovic shoots it. Saved by Lewin. The rebound. Burr had to just hop over his stick. Squeezes up the left wing. Lost the stick. Lost the puck. Hamilton right side to Ness. Score! rim it behind the net for Mayer. Right corner, makes a little move to get by Paulson, gets it out to Maxwell, scores! Brooks Maxwell! The Red Deer Rebels are up 2-0. Back out with it. Pierce now over the line. McKinley shot, save Dubik. Rebound put wide by Pierce. To the left wing point. Paulson to the middle. Antilla's shot. Pinballs off of him. Legs banged into the net. Scores. Cherwonka at the side of the net. Hacked it right out of the air and put it in. 2-1 the Rebels lead, but the ice cut into it there. The penalty is over. Ness will get it out. Breakaway pass to Hack. He's out of the penalty box. Stephen Hack. Shot. Oh, some scores! Stephen Hack. Somehow it got underneath Lewin, and the Rebels are up 3-1. To Reinhardt, he comes flying in down the left wing, drives on net, saved by Dubik. The rebound, Dubik stops at 2. Right wing point into the middle. Reinhardt blasts it. That got blocked. Over to Leach. He let it go off the post. McKinley to the point for Reinhardt. Left side to Pierce. He'll skate towards the net. He'll shoot. He'll score. Elgin Pierce down the left wing goes glove side on Dubik. Another power play goal for the Ice. They cut the Rebel lead to 3-2. Lewin unable to stop it. Puck on the right wing comes out to Robinson. Pass in front. Ness scores! Tyson Ness! Ness's second of the game. It's a power play goal. Rebels are up 4-2. He will then float it all the way down. A breakaway pass to Reinhardt. The shot. Right pad save by Dubik. The middle to Robinson. Back to Mayer. The shot saved by Lewin with the right pad. And the penalty coming up. Crowd making some noise here as Dumba gets the puck out to center ice. The Red Deer Rebels win 4-2 here tonight over the Kootenay Ice.
I liked our game at times tonight. I thought when we brought the intensity and tenacity that we need to, we were very good, but I didn't think we did that nearly consistently enough. Our power play, we didn't win any battles. We didn't have any urgency on it. And 5-on-5 as well, we just got a little bit soft and turning pucks over and making some mistakes that way as far as just, you know, soft casual plays. And so it was a bit sporadic, but you know, it's a huge 2 points, so we're happy with that.
Lucky break, I guess. Hammy threw it down to me, and you know, I don't know how it got in, but a little flutter shot, I guess. But that seemed to just pick us up after we didn't have that strong first period, but after that we picked it up and got up by 2.
So the Rebels wrap up 2011 by climbing back to the 500 mark with an important home ice victory. Tyson Ness leading the way with 2 goals and an assist. So as we take a look at the Central Division rankings, the Rebels back at 500, but 4 points behind the Calgary Hitmen for 4th in the division. And that's important when it comes to the Eastern Conference standings as well, because the Calgary Hitmen currently holding down the 8th and final playoff spot. John Person now sitting at exactly a point per game average for the Rebels this season. Colton Mayer in second in scoring and a nice +6 when it comes to the plus-minus. A busy 3 games and 3 nights weekend for the Rebels starting Friday at the NMAX Centurion versus Swift Current. The Tigers are back one night later, and then on Sunday the Rebels head north on the QE2 to battle the Edmonton Oil Kings. Of note, for the 2 home games, you'll need to bring an extra $1 with you, as parking here at Westerner Park has gone up to $4. Coming up after the break, we give you the full lowdown on the pair of trades the Rebels made last week, and we'll talk U17s and Max Midget Tournament. We'll be right back. Southside Dodge Rebels This Week is presented by Southside Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Red Deer, Alberta. Welcome back to the show. Well, as you saw during the Kootenay highlights, the Rebels bringing in a pair of new faces after making 2 trades on the same day. At the same time, they said goodbye to a number of veterans. In a move that raised eyebrows across the Western Hockey League, the Rebels sent Dalton Seawalk and a 3rd-round pick to the Prince George Cougars. In return, the Rebels get 19-year-old center Charles Inglis. He had been sent home earlier in the month by the Cougars to await a trade, and after doing their due diligence, the Rebels felt the risk was worth it to bring him in. He had 16 points in 16 games in Prince George prior to the deal. The Rebels made another trade last Thursday, sending forward Locke Muller and defenseman Matthew Pufall to the Saskatoon Blades in exchange for 17-year-old defenseman Devin Fafford and a 7th-round draft pick. The Rebels hope to have Fafford anchoring their blue line for years to come.
He's a hard-working kid, very gritty, brings a lot of grease, and plays with an edge, plays with toughness. But he's a guy that we think is kind of going to be in the mold of an Aaron Barreto, and but also bring a real physical, tough presence as well. He's only 17, and yet he's handled himself real well against some big guys in the league. So it's always a nice element to have when you've got some grit back there.
A bit of a shock for sure, but excited to be here and excited to don the Rebels colors. Bring a bit of a gritty edge sort of thing. Like, scrap the odd time and play a solid defensive 2A game.
The first one for Charles Inglis was a deal that's been in the works for quite some time. Actually, it was in the works back in mid-November prior to Dalton getting injured, so that kind of held things up a little bit. But we really felt it was important to try and strengthen ourselves down the middle and get that top 6 forward with some veteran experience. Obviously, losing Hopkins this year left a pretty big hole, and it's not a hole that you can fill or a guy that you can replace. But to have that strength down the middle, we felt was important. We got a guy that's got a lot of skill and brings a lot of grit to the table as well. So we think he's going to be a real good player for us. And you know, had to give up a decent forward for him in Dalton, but you know, we didn't feel he had played up to his potential this season. We expected big things from him coming back as a third-year player, and it just didn't feel like he was taking the step that we needed him to take, and felt that maybe a change of scenery would be best for him.
I was really excited. I was waiting for the phone call for a long time for just any team, and you know, come to Red Deer. That's an astounding organization. You know, the great coaching, great management. I know a couple guys, Alex Petrovic, Turner Elson. They've had nothing but good things to say about Red Deer. The fans are amazing. I was really excited to come here, and I was really anxious to get on the ice.
A pair of Rebels youngsters getting some valuable experience over the holidays when it comes to international competition. Defenseman Cale Detzel and forward Corey Miette both suiting up for Team West at the World U17 Hockey Challenge in Windsor, Ontario. Things not going so well for Team West as a whole, but both Detzel and Miette did find the back of the net in a 7-3 loss to the United States on Monday. Also of note, Rebels defensive prospect Kevin Podchuk, a member of Team West. Another trio of Rebels prospects recently took part in the annual Max Midget AAA hockey tournament in Calgary. Both Scott Ferguson and Scott Fazer suiting up for the Red Deer Optimist Rebels. They went 1-1-2 in round-robin action and did not make the playoff round. Things went a lot better for Rebels' 2011 first-round draft pick Connor Bleakley. He scored 5 goals at the tournament, helping lead his UFA Bisons into the gold medal game, where they eventually lost 5-0 to a very talented Severtsal Lokomotiv squad from Russia. A quick programming note for you, our special mid-season edition of Southside Dodge Rebels this week, featuring the Rebels radio broadcast team of Cam Moon and Mike Moeller, is now available for viewing on our website. Here's a quick preview.
And as frustrating as this has been for the coaching staff, Mike, all 3 of them being former Rebels, you know they're all competitors. You know, probably a part of them actually enjoying this a little bit.
You know what? I think you really see the true test of a coach and coaching staff is under adversity. When things are going well, hey, you're rolling the line, you're throwing guys out there, you're winning games, it's all good. When you get some adversity like they've had, and this has been pretty severe, you know, how do you handle it? You know, what do you do to maintain the positive attitude of the kids? What do you do to maintain your system so that even though you've got guys moving around different lines, you insert different guys into different situations, that you still can have some success?
And again, you can view that episode online at rebelsthisweek.com. You can also keep in touch with us on Twitter at @RebelsThisWeek, and you can also like us on Facebook. Please do so. We'd love to hear from you. That about does it for this week. We'll see you next time.